Good evening. Thousands of air travellers may face delays at Gatwick Airport tomorrow because of a proposed strike by British Airways staff. More than 1,200 employees are campaigning against proposed pay cuts of 25%. They include baggage loaders, check-in and desk staff, as well as cabin crews. Tonight, unions called the strike and also plan to escalate the dispute to Heathrow. But a few minutes ago, BA claimed the strike wouldn't go ahead. North Surrey Water tonight warned that about 2,000 customers face disconnection unless they pay their bills immediately. Some could be cut off before Christmas. The company says it's owed nearly £4 million in unpaid bills on nearly 10,000 accounts. London MP Harry Greenway tonight spoke of what he called an extraordinary long-haul deal after the Crown Prosecution Service dropped bribery charges against him. Mr Greenway, who's the MP for Ealing North, was due to stand trial next week. He'd been accused of accepting gifts in return for using parliamentary influence in connection with British Rail contracts.
This has been an extraordinarily long ordeal, but I always knew that I must be vindicated in the end.
New reports out today suggest London's economic outlook is going to get worse before it gets better. The London Chamber of Commerce predicts dole queues are set to reach a post-war record of 500,000.
Years ago, London was the place to find work. It seemed to be immune to the great dips in our economy, but now with this recession biting deeper every day, that's no longer the case. A report out today reveals that unemployment in the capital, already rising each month, will continue to do so, reaching a new post-war record of over 500,000. The London Chamber of Commerce says almost 100,000 jobs will be shed next year, on top of the 300,000 already lost. With London now accounting for 31% of the country's long-term unemployed, the prospects are bleak.
We've looked throughout this report at the performance of the different industrial sectors in the London economy and assessed their strengths and weaknesses. And we found that there's no one sector that is actually strong enough to pull London out of this recession. So we're looking very much towards the government now in terms of public investment in such things as the Jubilee Line extension and in terms of Crossrail to start to get people in London back to work.
Workers at Ford in Dagenham are bracing themselves for more job cuts. Union leaders have been called to a meeting in London on Wednesday. They fear they'll be told another 3,000 jobs will have to go at the company's UK factories. Damages of almost £500,000 are to be paid to the widow of a man who died in the Clapham rail disaster. It brings the total compensation given by British Rail to more than £9 million. Today's award, agreed in the High Court, goes to a Hampshire woman and her 2 young children. 35 people died and 400 were injured in the disaster 4 years ago. A commuter train from Poole to Waterloo ran into a stationary train at Clapham Junction. Moments later, another ploughed into the wreckage. Fast food giant McDonald's got a mixed reception from staff and patient at Guy's Hospital when it launched Britain's first takeaway on NHS property. The head of nutrition refused to comment, but the commercial manager was well pleased.
There's no hiding place. Wherever you go these days, it seems there's a McDonald's. Practically every high street has one, Moscow has one, and now Guy's Hospital has one. But it hasn't brought a smile to everyone's lips.
But you can't have a health-promoting hospital with a premises which openly sells high-fat foods. I think it's really important that, given that this is on health service property, the restaurant should be smoke-free. Then I think salads need looking at. There are salads that are available, but people don't come into McDonald's for salads.
McDonald's and Guy's insist they are following the healthy food guidelines and they're modifying the fat and oil content.
I think our view on that is that we are offering a range of products which McDonald's have clearly identified. There are a number of quite healthy options here within McDonald's that can be purchased by our customers, residents, local community and our staff.
Some police equipment straight out of the streets of San Francisco has gone on trial in London. For the next 3 months, Metropolitan Police officers will be grappling with American handcuffs, partly made of plastic and called quick cuffs. The benefit, apparently, is fewer injuries because violent prisoners are tamed more quickly. Finally, boxing, and London's Lennox Lewis tonight became Britain's first heavyweight champion of the world this century without throwing a punch. America's Riddick Bowe was stripped of the WBC version of the title after appearing before Thames News cameras. Lewis had turned down £3 million to fight him. Bowe's response was to ceremoniously dump the WBC belt in a dustbin. That provoked an angry response from the WBC, which immediately installed Lewis as their champion. And that's the Thames News. We'll have more for you at 9:55 tomorrow morning. Good night.
Tonight will be generally cloudy, and there could be some drizzle in 1 or 2 places. Temperatures will fall to a mild 7 Celsius, that's 45 Fahrenheit. Winds will be moderate to fresh, south to southwesterly. Tomorrow, another cloudy day again, although there should be some sunny spells from time to time. It'll stay mild, with the top temperature 10 Celsius, 50 Fahrenheit.
Next Monday at 8 on Thames, travel to the farthest east of Siberia, to a land of ice and fire. A bleak, empty world that is home to the extraordinary sockeye salmon, to wild boar and goosander, to the world's largest sea eagle and the elusive Siberian tiger, the true king of the world's wild cats. Survival Special takes us into the Ring of Fire next Monday at 8.
Next tonight on Thames, our film, The Big Chill.
That's me. I won't hide the man inside. And I'm gonna be me till the day that I die. So you be you. And I'll be.
Kuros, The Spirit of Conquest by Yves Saint Laurent.
Celebrate this Christmas with movies on Thames.
Merry Christmas. I break rich. Oh, the Queen, eh? She's quite remarkably beautiful.
Yes. I like that. I'm Ripley. I want him. Give him to me.
A feast of features on Thames this Christmas.
Yeah, sounds good to me, too.
Gulp, gulp, gulp. Let me get to the water.